Welcome back, everyone, to the American Mates. We are back with our weekly Premier League predictions show for match week 28. We'll now kick it to my fellow host, Joey, to explain the rules and standings.
All right. If you haven't seen our videos before, the way the point system works is a correct. If you pick the correct winner, you get 1 point. If you predict the correct winner and you predict the score correctly, you get 3 points. If you predict a score or a winner that no one else predicted, you get 2 points. And there is a chance for a 5 pointer if you predict the correct score and no one else predicted that winner. Going from last week, the results: Aston Villa played Leeds in a cagey affair. They ended up tying 1-1. A 90th minute goal, or no, I don't know. I didn't see the game, but I know Aston Villa scored later in the game. Um, I was the only one with a tie here. I got 2 points. Ethan and Sam had Aston Villa winning, and Mason had Aston Villa winning. They all had Aston Villa winning. I had a tie. Um, then Brentford took on Brighton. We all actually got 0 points here. The one time Sam goes against Brighton, they win 2-0.
I picked a tie.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that tie was.
Chelsea then
generous.
played Burnley. Again, massive 0 pointer. Chelsea couldn't pull it out of the bag. They tied Burnley at home 1-1. We all got 0 points there. West Ham then played Bournemouth. This game was actually really exciting. Ryan almost scored the goal of the season, but unfortunately, it ended 0-0. Ethan got a 2 pointer here for a 2-2 prediction. Everybody else had Nope, Sam had a West Ham win. Me and Mason had a Bournemouth win. And Man City took on Newcastle. Everyone got a point here. Me and Sam had 2-0, Ethan 3-0, and Mason 1-0. And City won that game 2-1. Crystal Palace then took on Wolves. Again, late goal, won it. Gisond wins it for Crystal Palace. Everyone got a point except for Mason, who predicted a 1-1 tie.
Yeah.
Then Nottingham Forest took on Liverpool. I was the only one to get 0 points here. I predicted a 1-1 tie. Ethan had a 2-0 win, and Mason had a 2-0 win, so they got 1 point. Sam had a 1-0 prediction, so we walked away with 3 points there. Then Sunderland took on Fulham. Sunderland's home form is disappearing. They lost 3-1. Sam and Mason had ties, and me and Ethan had Sunderland winning. Then Tottenham played Arsenal. Me and Sam both got a point. We predicted Arsenal to win. Arsenal ended up winning 4-1. Ethan had a tie, and Mason had Tottenham winning 3-1. And then finally,
the 1-1 was looking so good.
I thought, man.
Till the second half.
Yeah. Everton then played Man United. Let me say, this might be the worst game of soccer. No, it isn't
I
the
was
worst game
so
of soccer.
close. I
But
was so close.
It was a really bad game. It
Time
looked
to
like
start
neither team
believing,
won.
Sam. It's time to start believing.
You know, I talked to some Man United fans. They said that we need to play more games. That 13 days was too long of a break for us. I don't know. I just think everyone looked like shit. Casemiro did not play good. Lenny Euro didn't
No
play good.
matter. A win's a win.
But it's all right. We won. The new signing scored for us. I had a 3-pointer here for a 1-0 Man United win. Ethan got 1 point for a 2-1 win. Mason also got 3 points for a 1-0 Man United win, and Sam got 0 points.
Thank you, Man United.
0-0.
Dude, it was so close. It was actually so alive with how bad that game was.
Yeah.
Dude,
Moving on. Sorry, what?
I was going to say, I thought my Chelsea 4-1 was so alive when João Pedro scored 4 minutes in. I was like, oh, yeah. No. Disappointment.
Brutal.
Extreme disappointment.
Comments love that one.
Yeah, I got butchered for that.
We did pretty good in the point. We did okay in the points department. Everyone got on the board. I got the most points with 8. Ethan and Sam tied with 6 points, and Mason got 5 points. Moving on to the standings. I'm on 84 points. Ethan on 77 points. Mason on 65 points, and Sam with 56 points. Still a long ways to go. We can make it up.
Hopefully. 20 point
Only
gap.
10 more match weeks or 11.
Yeah. You just need somebody to have you just need everyone to have a shit week, and then you're back in it.
Yep.
Moving on to this week's fixtures. Starting with Friday, Wolves is taking on Aston Villa. I don't know.
Midlands Derby.
This is a derby. It's gonna be a tough match, cagey affair. Wolves have been playing good. They still lose, but you know,
They're trying. That's all that matters.
yeah, they are trying. They just. All right, I was trying to look at Wolves' last game. Well, they lost to Crystal Palace. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, 1-0.
I'm gonna go here because I want Man United to finish in the top 3, and we're only 3 points away. I'm gonna go for a Wolves and Aston Villa 1-1 draw at the Molineux.
Find it.
I think Aston Villa, after their draw against Leeds, they're gonna feel disappointed, and that's why they're gonna come to the Molineux, and they're gonna batter the Wolves at home, show them the business to cement their place in the top 4 of the English elites. So give me Aston Villa 3-0.
Wow.
Whoa. Big win for
The big one.
the villains.
Yeah, I do think Villa bounce back here. Great opportunity against Wolves, not Leeds, against Wolves. So I am also going to back Villa getting 3 goals here. So I'm going to go with a 3-0 Aston Villa win.
Yeah, both these teams have kind of changed.
Oh, wait,
form.
I'm sorry. Wait, I said 3-0. I meant 3-1.
Oh,
I
yeah.
meant 3-1.
Top 10
Yeah,
respect
geez,
moments in football when the American mates let Sam switch his score.
Hey, somebody else has switched to score before.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I was kind of looking at this game before, feeling the same way as Joey. Both these teams have kind of flipped their form. Not that Wolves are doing outstanding, but seemed at the beginning of the year they couldn't find a point to save their lives. Now it's a little too late. Aston Villa, on the other hand, were flying high at a point, and lately, not so much. Just 1 win in their last 5, dropping points to Bournemouth and Leeds. Not really the same Aston Villa we saw playing a couple months ago. However, I think this is a bounce-back opportunity for them. Wolves not looking great, and I think they're going to put that nail in the coffin and send Wolves down to the championship this week, which it's getting to that time of the season. Give me
Yeah, they're going
Aston
down
Villa.
for sure.
2-1. I think it's going to be a tough game. Villa haven't really been putting in as many goals lately.
Nice.
Are they not relegated yet? I feel like they should
Not
have been.
technically.
Mathematically,
Yeah,
no.
not
Yeah,
mathematically.
it's one of those things where they'd have to win out. Basically,
It's definitely going to be soon.
Yeah, they have to win
They're
It's
still
all
in
but
time.
confirmed.
every game. But
Yeah.
next, I think this is going to be an exciting match. Last time, Bournemouth took on Sunderland at Sunderland. It was 2-0. Tyler Adams scored from half field.
Right.
And Sunderland came back 3-2 and won. I think both teams have gotten. I wouldn't say Sunderland has gotten better, but I think Sunderland is still good. Bournemouth has gotten better. They've picked up Ryan. Junior Krupi is back. Amin Adli is on that left wing. And then you have Evan Nielsen, who doesn't really do anything, but...
Dude,
Anyway.
you're an Evan Nielsen hater.
He's a good soccer player. He's just not a good goal scorer.
I'll take it.
Bournemouth, they looked really good against West Ham. They didn't score, but they looked really good. I know Sunderland can look really good too. It's the 7:30 game. I feel like the 7:30 always is exciting. I'm gonna go
True.
for I think Bournemouth get their revenge. I'm gonna go for a 3-2 Bournemouth win.
Sunderland, they've been kind of struggling for form recently. You know, they finally lost at home. Sucks because Brian Brobby did get hurt, the best striker in the Premier League, the guy that bench presses back lines. But this week will not be the week of Brian Brobby. It's going to be the week of a young Frenchman by the name of Junior Krupi and Ryan, who are going to steal the headlines today for Bournemouth, as they will beat Sunderland 2-1.
Yeah, Bournemouth is kind of electric once again. Ryan might, actually, I won't say it, but
Say it.
I do think he might be better for them than Semenyo at the end of the year.
I'd back it. Semenyo stinks.
He
No?
is. I mean, Semenyo was on fire for a bit, so that was kind of a reach. But Ryan was the perfect replacement.
I see where you're coming
But
from.
Sunderland, poor form. They haven't looked themselves recently. Like Ethan said, Robbie is out. However, their best striker will now start. Wilson Isidore, who will steal the show. I do think Sunderland gets back on track here, so I am going to go with a 1-1 tie.
Yeah. Bournemouth have kind of been picking up form this part of the season. As you guys mentioned, Sunderland kind of dropping a little bit from where they once were, letting up a couple losses at home, which they had done a really good job of not doing. I think even if this happened earlier in the year when Bournemouth weren't as good as they are now and Sunderland were a little bit better, probably wouldn't back Sunderland just because they don't really have that same fire on the road that they do at home. And Bournemouth are a pretty solid team all around. I'm also a bit of a Ryan Glazer, so I tend to back them a little bit more now than I did. They have two of the best teenagers in the Premier League right now with Rupi and Ryan. They're both playing really, really well this season. And I think that offensive firepower is going to get them this victory 2-0 at home.
All right. Next, the Turf Moor is playing host to Burnley Brentford. Brentford need to get back on track. Their season kind of took a fell off. Burnley have been coming up. I still think they're going to get relegated. They're currently on 19 points. They're 6 away from West Ham, and they're 8 away from safety. I still think they're going to get relegated. They are at home, but I think Brentford need a bounce back. I think it'll be scrappy. Burnley love looking like they're going to lose for 90 minutes and then they score a late goal to tie it. I think I'm going to go 2-0 Brentford. I still back Engel Watara and Igor Thiago.
There's not much to be said here. I can sit here and say the Turf Moor is a tough place to play, like I've said in the past. But this is Brentford with the best attack in world football. Best striker in world football.
World football.
Lewis Potter starts for them at the minute.
Hey, Lewis Potter's class.
Yeah, he is.
He's a defender.
No, he's not. He's class.
I mean, he is. He's a defender playing up front.
Put some respect on Keith Andrews' name as a guy who's guided Brentford to 7th place.
Shada's coming back this
Evan
week.
Shada came back this weekend. He'll be back. So I'm also going to back Brentford 2-0 at the Turf Moor.
Yeah, not much to be said. I do think Brentford get back on track here. Burnley stinks. I don't care if they get ties here and there. At the end of the day, 1 win and 2 losses is better than 3 ties, in my opinion.
Okay.
So, I am going to go here with a Brentford win away from home to get things back on track. I'm going to go here with a 2-1 Brentford victory.
That Turf Moor is a tough place to play. I definitely think that if Brentford do get it done, it's not going to be easy. I'm almost tempted to take the tie in this one, just because, I don't know. Weird feeling, I guess, with Brentford dropping points and Burnley picking up that big tie. Maybe gets the momentum, who knows? Just pack it in at home, but I also feel the same way as the fellas. I think Brentford is due. I think that best attack in world football is due for another win. I'll take Brentford 1-0.
So the next game is Liverpool West Ham at Anfield. Weirdly, it says it doesn't have Vert starting, and he's not hurt. Unless he is, I don't know.
He hurt his back. He didn't play this last game.
Oh, okay. That doesn't change my answer. I still think Liverpool's going to win. I think it's going to be cagey, though. I think it's going to be a 2-1. I think it's going to be a 2-1 Liverpool win. Nobody fears Anfield. West Ham don't fear Anfield. Mateus Fernandes doesn't fear nobody. But they're still going to
Interesting.
lose.
I can tell
2-1.
you one guy for certain that fears Anfield. That's Nuno Spirito Santo. He's afraid of Anfield. When they sing, "You'll Never Walk Alone," because those Liverpool players with the fans in the crowd at the Kop, they never walk alone. That's why they're going to batter West Ham in front of the Kop 3-0.
Wow.
Wow.
This is another one here, going with the same result as you guys. Liverpool is still a great team. West Ham is getting better, but I just think Liverpool outclassed them with or without Verts. So I'm also going to back Liverpool here to get it done. I'm going to go with a 4-0 Liverpool win.
Wow. Yeah. I do think Liverpool have found their foot in the second half of the season. A little bit too little too late. Could still push for that Champions League spot. They're still in that fight. Do have something to play for this year. Big fan of Ekitike's game, what he's bringing to the league, what he's bringing to football. Fun to watch this year. Been fun to watch their attack kind of find their footing and get moving a little bit. West Ham have been in sneaky, decent form. I wouldn't say good, but picked up a point against Man U, beat Burnley, tied a pretty hot Bournemouth team. Almost beat Chelsea, but they did choke. Still got themselves in a good position, even if they blew it away. I think that continues. I think they're going to get a sneaky 2-2 tie at Anfield. Run away with a point from this game.
All right.
Owen.
Next game is the game of the weekend. It's the Toonami taking on Everton. The most wild fans in Premier League
You love
football
Everton.
taking on each other.
Ross Barkley's home.
This is at St. James's Park. The reverse fixture was 4-1, where Everton were in kind of a down period and Newcastle was in the up period. But now the rules have reversed. Everton is doing okay recently. Picked up a few good results. They played pretty good against Man United at home. Newcastle, they're picking up the Mickey Mouse results against Qarabag, but they can't do it in the league. Voltmata is playing number 10 for some unknown reason.
Newcastle fans have been raging about that.
Yeah, because he's 6'6". Put him in the box and cross the ball.
And they spent like 100 however million on him.
He's scared to go for headers now, apparently.
Guy.
He wins them all. I don't understand.
He's afraid of Gambala, that's why.
He probably got a concussion, and the coach was like, "Get back in there, lad. We need you. We need that skull on the ball."
I'm going with rogue results here. I'm feeling a 2-2 draw. I think Newcastle are going to be comfortable. 2-0, a little goal from Dewsbury Hall, and then in the 90th minute, Michael Keane is going to smash one in from 30 yards out.
He's gonna.
And then and then the Toffees. Not the Toffee. Is it? Yeah, the Toffees
Yeah,
gonna
the
be waving their
Toffees.
shirt. Give me 2-2, Newcastle Everton.
A lot of fans, they roasted me and Mason's quarterback take. But that second leg at this St. James's Park, tough place to play. It finished 3-2. I don't care if it was a backup
Newcastle's
team or
B
not.
team.
I don't care. That's
Is
quarterbacks.
Joe Linton a B team?
Quarterback's A team is probably Newcastle C team. So I don't
I
want to
think
hear.
it's worse.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
So this Newcastle playing at home in their Mickey Mouse Stadium. The tune is not going to be rocking today because Everton is coming. Tierno Berry is coming. Give me Everton to win a thriller at St. James's Park. 3-2.
Wow.
Yeah, I also don't believe in Newcastle, even though their form would say otherwise. Everton coming off 2 losses here. I do still think they are a team that can compete with anyone on any given day. I feel like everybody will expect Newcastle to get 3 points here. And I do think Everton will steal one here. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 tie.
Yeah, Everton, I thank you guys because back-to-back weeks I've gotten perfect predictions on your games. Sorry it had to be at your expense because you lost both games, but I appreciate the 8 points. Hopefully that continues. Yeah, Newcastle, I was pooping on them a little bit at the start of the season, but they've got that attack figured out lately. 14 goals in their last 5 games. Yes, they stat padded one against Karabag, but still professional goals, still counts. That attack is flying high at the moment. Despite the weirdness of it, and despite how weird it feels seeing Voltamod play the 10, Anthony Gordon at striker is weirdly clicking for them. Doesn't really make sense to me, but they've unlocked something with it. So I think that's going to continue. I think St. James's Park might have a little bit of electricity, getting a couple wins back to back to back. Close one against City. Nearly gave them some problems, but I think their good form's going to continue. I think they're going to thump Everton 3-1 at home.
Wow.
Despite what I said last week about Everton's defense, I think on the road might fail them a little bit.
You don't rate Irabunum?
Yeah, I rate him, but not enough.
All right. Next fixture. Last Saturday fixture. Leeds taking on Man City at Ellen Road. Leeds still pretty good. Still picking up points, stealing points from pretty good teams. They had a good result against Aston Villa. And I think their players are still rocking. They're riding the high since like December of these good results. And I'm actually, unfortunately, for me as an Arsenal hater, I do want Man City to win, but my heart says Leeds is gonna pull a result here. I'm gonna say, I don't know. The thing is, when the title is on the line, Man City always show up. They might not show up in the middle of this in the early season, but when the title's on the line, they always show up. Sorry, I'm just looking at the predicted lineup. It doesn't even make sense, but has Nico O'Reilly playing as a number 10.
Might as
He
well.
has been recently.
I'm going to go for a 2-1 Man City win. I'm going to go for Man City.
So a little fun fact for you guys. Erling Haaland was born in Leeds. So it's a homecoming party for Erling Haaland at Ellen Road. And he will not disappoint. with his dad watching in the crowd, hoping Roy Keane doesn't show up to break his other knee. So that's why I'm going to back Erling Haaland to get back on the scorer sheet. A hat trick at Ellen Road. Give me Man City 3-1.
My 2 points I was going to bring up have already been said. Nico O'Reilly playing in the midfield in that attacking role has given them a new life, as well as Erling Haaland being from Leeds. And he hasn't been the Erling Haaland that we know. So I do also think they get things back on track here, or not back on track because they've been on fire, but their defense has been exceptional. I think they go to Leeds and they go get a 3-0 win. So I'm taking City 3-0 just to confirm.
Yeah, I'm actually in a very similar line of thinking. City red hot, winning 7 of their last 8 games, also unbeaten in those 8. They have around, I think my calculations came to 18 goals, all multiple goal games for them. Their offense is figuring things out despite Haaland not scoring as many as Haaland usually does with his robot numbers. Still crazy to think that he's kind of in a drought right now and still has 22 goals in the league because that's just the level he's on. Leeds have been getting themselves some good scrappy results lately, unbeaten in their last 4. Big tie against Chelsea and Villa, but like the guys said, I think when it comes down to title on the line, Erling Haaland up top, the way they're playing, City are going to get this one done pretty handedly away from home. I'm also going to back 3-0 road victory.
All right. 2 teams I hate watching: Brighton and Nottingham Forest. I think this is going to be another tough game. I think every game this week is going to be a tough game. Teams fighting for spots. Nottingham Forest need a result to get to save themselves out of relegation. They're 2 points. They're 2 points ahead of West Ham currently, so not safe. They're 2 points behind Tottenham, so if Tottenham lose, they could enter, and Nottingham Forest win, they could enter 17th. And saying that makes me want to pick it even more. But Brighton actually have been pretty good recently. Actually, no, they haven't. They've lost 3 before the last win. I think Nottingham Forest get it done. 1-0.
Back in Vitor Pereira.
Yeah. I think
Wow.
Lorenzo. You know what? Taiwo Iwaniwi is back.
What about Igor Jesus?
He sits the bench now.
Isn't this the same team that missed like 6 sitters against Wolves?
Yeah, that was under Sean Dyche because they practiced. They practiced
Okay.
clearing the ball too much. That's why.
You know, I never usually back Brighton. Last week, they shocked me. They did beat Brentford at the G Tech. So this week, I'm going to back Brighton to beat a shameful Nottingham Forest. I'm going with a 2-0 Brighton win.
Yeah, Brighton got a big win away at Brentford last week. Shocked some of us. Not all, though. But Nottingham does look a little bit better under Vitor Pereira. This always happens with new managers. I don't think Brighton win again, but I don't think Nottingham Forest lose again. So I am also going to go with them splitting the points here in a 1-1 tie.
Yeah, as everyone mentioned, Brighton did get that win last week. Nottingham haven't been at their best this year. Not the Nottingham we've seen at moments. Things have they randomly cooked against Fenerbahce that one game. I don't know. I was watching Golazo's show and I was like, why are these guys dominating them? That was random cook, I guess, but
That was a great performance.
I really was on the road in one of the hardest places to play in football. We throw that phrase around just about
It's no
twice every
Bodo Glimp,
video,
but
but Fenerbahce is a tough place to play. It's actually laughable how much we say that on this show. But it's a big world. It's a big sport. There's a lot of tough
it
places.
is.
But yeah, as someone who hasn't rated Brighton too highly this season, I think outside of that one performance, Nottingham Forest have been kind of just piss lately, to be fair. I think at home, the Seagulls are going to get it done 2-1. I don't think it'll be easy. I don't think they're miles better, but I think they're going to get the result they want.
All right. Next game is going to be a heater. Fulham at the Craven Cottage taking on Spurs. Spurs need a result. As I said, if Nottingham Forest win and Tottenham lose, Tottenham enters 17th place and will be. It depends if West Ham wins or not, but they'll be like four or 3 points behind West Ham, who are in 18th. So I'm rooting for Tottenham to be relegated. Fulham, they picked up a good result against Sunderland. Sunderland played actually pretty good against Fulham, and then the second half, they stole 2 quick goals. Raul Jimenez, great header, and then got a penalty, and then they finished them off in style 3-1. I think Fulham take this game, Craven Cottage. I know they lost to Everton, but it is still a tough place to play, and especially with Spurs stinking up the place. I think Fulham win 3-0.
Wow.
That's bold.
Oh, that man love Harry Wilson.
Give me a Raul Jimenez penalty. Make it 14 for 14.
The best penalty taker in the world.
He is. He's the only player with 100% success rate.
Wow. Fourth needs him.
Will Fulham step up to the London Derby? Will they push Tottenham closer to relegation? I backed them last week to get a draw. That was just out of pure enjoyment that I wanted to see Arsenal drop more points. But again, the 1-1 draw was on until the second half came and Gyökeres turned into what he was at Sporting. So now
the first goal he scored, that was a good goal.
So was the second one. The first one was better, but they were
Yeah.
both good.
His dude, like when he came and everyone was saying he like stinks, like his touches are terrible. And then I watch him I watch Arsenal training and I'm like, dude, this guy's finishing is actually like insane.
Since the new year, Gyökeres is on fire.
Yeah.
He is.
I think he just needs to be put in
Dude,
better positions.
He
his
could
touch
well
is still
finish.
soft.
Everyone
He
could
still
say what they say.
stinks.
He might finish
still
with 20
stinks.
goals.
In all
Yeah.
comps.
I mean,
Yeah.
All right,
at this rate, I mean, they need him.
Luis Suarez clear.
he does clear by a mile. Sam, don't even shake your head, dude. Please. I've seen enough of Victor Gyökeres to know that Luis Suarez is
How
better.
quick they forget. How quick they forget.
No, it's not that quick to forget. This guy would put the ball down the left wing and run and not pass the ball to anybody.
Luis
Well,
Suarez
they want him
is
the
a
Gerd
better-
Muller at Sporting.
Yeah, I could too if I was built like him, scoring against Tondela every week.
Well,
Guy, you're switching up on one of your goats, man.
Yeah, well,
he was doing this a couple months ago. We won't forget.
yeah, but there's a new one in town, and he's better than Gyökeres. He is. Just saying.
Big
Look at
show.
the fact.
It's big show.
Big show. All right, so not to get too sidetracked here, I'm gonna back Fulham easily to take care of business. Fucking Tottenham. See you in the second division, pal. 3-1 Fulham.
Wow.
I'd rather
You know
have
what?
I'd rather have Tottenham I'd rather have Tottenham be relegated and Arsenal win the title than Man City win the title and Tottenham not get relegated.
That's crazy.
I want to see Tottenham relegated so bad, just to see James Maddison's face in the championship.
Oh man.
James Madison's
Anyways.
face.
Yeah.
I am actually going with a different result here. I think Tottenham obviously getting battered at home score-wise. Not a good look. Sparking a lot of attention, talking about them getting relegated. They're close. I don't think they will. Ultimately, there are 3 teams worse than them in the Premier League. I think it'll be close, but I do actually think that they get a win here with Igor Tudor. So, after the first game of this matchup ended 2-1, away win to Fulham, a Harry Wilson open net goal, I do think Tottenham gets that same result this time. So I'm backing them for a 2-1 away win, a Xavi Simons masterclass.
Let's
I
go.
feel like you've said a Xavi Simons masterclass before. I'm still waiting for this guy's masterclass to come.
I heard this guy was playing. This Xavi Simons was in form, but he hasn't scored a goal.
Guy, if you watch, he was in form at the time I said it.
Fair enough.
Just not on FOTMob in form. He's their best player easily. Doesn't take much.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
he is
say
their best
he
player.
doesn't have stiff competition, so I could believe it.
Actually, he's their second best player. Van de Ven is their best player.
Fair.
Van de Ven's a pace merchant.
Well,
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, wait, no. Go ahead.
No,
All right.
no, it's not.
All right. Yeah. So, couple of interesting things I noticed about this here matchup. First of all, head to head in the past about 3 years, they've actually kind of gone back and forth beating each other. It'll be like Tottenham wins, Fulham wins, Tottenham wins, Fulham wins, draw, Tottenham, Fulham, whatever, etc. You get the point. They've been very back and forth. As mentioned, Fulham did get the better of them in their first matchup away earlier this season. Another fun fact, if you look at the away Premier League table on the road, Tottenham are in 9th, which isn't great, but if you look at home, they're in relegation. They're in 18th. For some reason, their new stadium's cursed. They spent $1 billion.
too many NFL games.
Dude, something about it. They spent $1 million or $1 billion for a curse. So I do think they're due. It's that back and forth, better on the road, whatever weird thing Tottenham has going on. I'm going to back them. I have been backing them lately to my own detriment because they seem to disappoint me every week, but honestly, I'd be okay with that pattern continuing if it means Tottenham gets relegated. But I am going to back them to win on the road 3-1 against Fulham.
All right, it's now time
It's going to end in a tie.
for everyone's favorite team, Manchester United. We're on red hot form.
Ooh,
We
Bob.
can't be beaten. Can't be beaten. We're going home, Old Trafford versus Crystal Palace, who stink. They signed a 50 million striker with 1 goal. He scored 2 in the Pity Party Cup,
No.
and then
You're switching up on your guy. You love Strand Larson.
well, he played against the worst team in the league and couldn't do anything. So they needed Guison to score in the 90th minute. And Man United, we're just too good. I'm gonna give you a little preview of what's gonna happen on Sunday. You're gonna see a lot of. You're gonna see Cunha hitting the dance again. You're gonna see Sesko score again. Give me 2-0 Manchester United.
Cunha, Bruno, Lukshaw, Cunha, Bruno. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cunha, Bruno, Lukshaw.
Manchester United, red hot form. One of my favorite teams to watch this year, Michael Carrick, is cooking up something amazing. I hope they renew his contract for the next year. He is the man to get him out of the dark times. He is steering them in to the prime of Manchester United that we know and love. The times of Ronaldo, Berbatov, Rooney, Tevez, those times. The
Wow.
golden era of Manchester United. So that's why I'm going to back this star-studded Man United attack to win 3-1 against Palace, with all three new signings getting on the score sheet this week.
Wow.
I don't got much to say. 1-1 tie. I hate Man United.
Keep hating, and then we win, and then you say, "Ooh, I was
1-1.
close on my prediction," and then you're
1-1.
not.
1-1. Late equalizer from Palace.
Yeah. Man United very high flying at the moment. 6 games unbeaten with Carrick. Also Crystal Palace, a team that I've not failed to mention, has disappointed me this season. Just haven't been too great. They've been getting a couple of pity party Mickey Mouse results lately. A win here or there, a couple ties. Still not really convinced by them. They still lost to Burnley, even in their quote unquote good form. Man United, I think, at home, probably going to be electric in Old Trafford with the way they've been playing. I think it's just going to be a little bit too much for them. Give me Man U 1-0. I think it'll be close, but not close.
Mom. Last game of the weekend. Arsenal taking on Chelsea.
You know what it
Many
is?
say if Chelsea lose this, they are out of Champions League football the next season. If they lose and Man United win, they will be 6 points away from Man United. Arsenal need that title. See, I really hope Chelsea win. I don't want Arsenal winning the title, but I just think Arsenal are having factor where they need a win. They're feeling Man City up there, you know what. And Gyökeres is coming because he smells blood when he sees Tosin standing at the back line. So I'm gonna go for a 3-2 Arsenal. Actually, what am I kidding? Arsenal don't score that many goals. I'm gonna go for a 1-0 Arsenal win. And I hope I'm
That
wrong.
took a turn.
And I hope I'm wrong. But I'm going for a 1-0 Arsenal win.
A lot of people sitting here saying Rossini is going to hit the panic button. It's all going to fall apart. It's not. That Carabao Cup semifinal, both legs that we lost, I think we were the better team across 2 legs. We just couldn't score. Week in and week out, I'm discovering more and more that this Arsenal back line is the worst back line I have ever seen in my entire life. This guy Gabriel gets away with murder every single week, while other guys like Fofana are getting red carded. I feel like the Pogomol has something against Chelsea center backs, and they're trying to give Arsenal this title. But that will not happen this week. Caicedo won't get sent off this time. He's going to play the full 90 minutes. We are going to go into the Emirates. We are going to outclass them. We are going to beat them 2-1. A João Pedro brace is going to bring the title home for Manchester City and end the title hopes for Arsenal.
João Pedro only score against the bottom 10.
Dude.
This week is going to be the time he's going to score
He
against
does
the
it in
Big Six.
UCL, though.
Hey, that's fair.
As much as I want to go with my heart here, I am going to go with my brain. I think Arsenal definitely feels Manchester City creeping up behind them. I don't think they have the worst defense ever, or whatever Ethan just said. at the end of the day, they do have a good thing going, as much as it's not that fun to watch. Chelsea. Could see it ending anyway, but I am going to back Arsenal here 2-0 at home.
No faith. No faith. Well, I'll take a Chelsea membership card and rip it up for you. No faith.
You know what's in my
Sickening.
heart. I don't care. I don't care about that Mickey Mouse Carabao Cup draw. Rosinor didn't have enough time to establish himself yet. I agree with Ethan. I still think we were the better team over 2 legs. And this is a big game. How fitting would it be if we were to spoil another one of our rivals' title hopes? That pressure is mounting. I know some of you might have seen me step off screen. I just wanted to get something to remind us who we do it for. Chelsea Football Club is here to remind the world that London is in fact blue. Arsenal will not be lifting any Premier Leagues on our watch. Not this year, or not any years to come. We're going to defend our city. Even if it is an away day, it's still our city. London is blue. Chelsea, 3-2.
I hope you're right. Oh my gosh.
What if this goes, remember the battle at the bridge 2016? Are we looking at a battle at the Emirates?
We are.
Red card.
Could
We
be.
are.
We are.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
Game of the week. Let's go.
Whoever said Caicedo isn't getting a red, change that because he is. It's going to be war.
He's getting sent off with
Oh.
Gabrielle.
Chelsea!
I'm excited. It's going to be a good game.
It's gonna be an exciting week.
Hope I'm wrong.
It's gonna be an exciting week of Premier League fixtures. Teams could go down. Teams fighting for Champions League spots. Two teams fighting for the title. We'll see you next week. Let us know what you thought about our predictions. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on TikTok. And yeah, we'll see you next time.